No. Okay, well, which ones aren't being funded? I'll fix it right now.
Okay, well...
I'm in this absurd situation where I was born in South Africa but can't get a license to operate in Starlink because I'm not black.
Well, it looks
Does
like
that
that's
seem
about...
right to you?
Looks
Does
like
that
that...
seem right to you?
Looks like that's about to change.
I just asked you a question. Please answer. Does that seem right to you? I asked you a question.
This is your interview. Everyone wants to hear from you.
I asked you a question. Yes or no?
Not for
Racist
me.
laws, yes or no?
Not for me to answer.
Why do you like racist law? I feel you're somewhat trapped in the NPC dialogue tree of a traditional journalist. It's like talking to a computer.
And I'm just...
Who does Bill Gates think he is to make comments about the welfare of children, given that he frequented Jeffrey Epstein?
Regrets those. And he spent a lot...
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope all's good wherever you are. Elon Musk was at the Qatar Economic Forum virtually, of course. The guy's a busy man.
The right heroes can
and he
make all the
absolutely
difference.
cooked this left-wing host. Cooked her. Let's get to the first part where they talk
You don't
about
have to be a
the
witch to find the
lunatics,
magic
the woke
in this
lunatics that
world.
attacked
But it
Tesla.
does help.
of your future pay package, your decision to be committed to Tesla for the next 5 years, as long as you are still with us on this planet, is completely independent of pay?
No.
It's not independent. So pay is a relevant factor then to your commitment to Tesla.
It's
The
sufficient voting
multiverse
control
offers
such
endless
that
possibilities.
I cannot be
Only
ousted
it
by
survives
activist investors
this
is what matters to me. And I've said this publicly many times.
We'll be coming in 30 seconds.
But let's not have this
Stay
whole
strong.
thing be a discussion of my alleged pay. It's not a money thing. It's a reasonable control thing over the future of the company, especially if we're building millions, potentially billions of humanoid robots. I can't be sitting there and wanting to get tossed out by, for political reasons, by activists. That would be unacceptable. That's all that matters. Now let's move
Battle
on.
starts in
Okay,
5,
well,
4,
just one question.
3, 2, 1.
One question before we move on to other companies, which is that I wonder if some of what has happened to Tesla in the last few months, did you take it personally?
Yes.
And did it make you regret any of, or think twice about your political endeavors?
My work here is not done. Goodbye for me.
Because it is...
I did what needed to be done. The violent antibody reaction, and I'm not someone who's ever committed violence, and yet massive violence was committed against my companies. Massive violence was threatened against me. Who are these people? Why would they do that? How wrong can they be? They're on the wrong side of history, and that's an evil thing to do. You go and damage some innocent person's car to threaten to kill me? What's wrong with these people? I've not harmed anyone.
Chaos control.
So, something needs to be done about them. And a number of them are going to prison, and they deserve it.
You're referring to the attacks on Tesla showrooms, but I think...
Yeah. Well, it's showrooms and burning down cars is unacceptable. Those people go to prison, and the people that fund the Tesla will also go to prison. Don't worry.
Wouldn't you acknowledge that some of the people who turned against Tesla in Europe were upset with your politics, and very few of them would have been violent in any way. They just objected to what they saw you say political.
Well, it's certainly fine to object to political things, but it's not fine to resort to violence and hanging someone in effigy and death threats. That's obviously not okay. That's absurd. That is in no way justifiable at all. In any way, shape, or form. And so the legacy media nonetheless have sought to justify it, which is unconscionable. Shame on them.
Right, you can't blame the guy for being a little bit bitter. He built that. yes, he didn't found it. He wasn't one of the original guys that started, but it only became a great company after he got involved. His concept, his brain power, the way he moved the company forward. The guy is a great entrepreneur. It doesn't really matter if he was there from day one with Tesla. Tesla is where it is because of him, and if you're an entrepreneur, these are like your little babies. You want to see them do good? I hope the people that vandalize torch Teslas that are owned by good American citizens, I'd rather they're on the land. That's not the point here. Spend your hard-earned money on a vehicle. If somebody's going to torch it, wreck it, scratch it, they deserve to have the consequences for their actions. Now let's get to the point when he asks her if she thinks it's right that he can't get a contract in South Africa because he's white. And of course, being a leftoid, we know what he's going to do. Let's go.
Or the visit to President Ramaphosa is going to make in the White House. You recognize that as a conflict?
No, of course not. First of all, you should be questioning why are there racist laws in South Africa? That's the first problem. That's what you should be attacking. It's improper for there to be racist laws in South Africa. The whole idea with what Nelson Mandela, who was a great man, proposed was that all races should be on equal footing in South Africa. That's what they can do. Not to replace one set of racist laws with another set of racist laws, which is absolutely wrong and improper. So that's the deal. That all races should be treated equally, and there should be no preference between one or the other. Whereas there are now 140 laws that basically give strong preference to if you're a black South African, and not otherwise. And so now I'm in this absurd situation where I was born in South Africa but cannot get a license to operate in Starlink because I'm not black.
Well, it looks like that's about to change.
I just asked you a question. Please answer. Does that seem right to you?
Well, those rules were designed to bring about an era of more economic equality in South Africa, and it looks like the government has found a way around those rules.
Ask your question.
This is yours.
Again! Yes or no?
Not for me to answer. I have got a question for you about your government.
Why should I raise this law?
This is not for me to answer. Come on. Now, you wouldn't be trying to dodge the question.
No, you have to ask the question. I'm answering my question. No, you answer mine.
I think if you... I'm sure you can have that conversation directly with the South African government if you want to. I want to ask you about the total...
I can't believe it. That's not good.
I want to ask you about the total
How do you
amount...
not raise this law?
I want to ask...
God forbid that you would just denounce all racism whatsoever. If it was another race of color, if Elon wasn't white, if he was a black guy, Muslim, anything but white, she would have agreed with him. But as we know,
Pick
whites
your
and
hero.
Christian don't
Or
matter.
villain.
They are not
I'm
the
not
preferred
judging.
class
You don't have to
of
be
the
a witch
globalists.
to find the magic
Now let's
in
get to
this
the
world.
point where they talk about
it does
Doge,
help.
and she gets into some weird questionings here about if they're actually going to save the trillions that Elon Musk originally thought they were going to save. Not accepting the fact that they've already saved hundreds of millions of dollars, but yeah, that's not good enough. Let's get to it.
Speak about the total amount that you're planning to save through Doge's work. Before the election, you said it was going to be at least $2 trillion. The number currently on Doge.gov is $170 billion. That's a big change. What happened to the $2 trillion?
Or do you expect it to happen immediately?
30 seconds before you attack.
Is it going to happen? Because Doge is supposed to run till next July.
What do you expect? I mean, your question is absurd in its fundamental premise. Are you assuming that on day, within a few months, this instant $2 trillion saved?
No, I'm not at all. I'm just asking, is that still your aim, then? Is it
Have we
still
not
your
made
aim to
good
get to
progress
2
given the
trillion?
amount of time? Have we not made good progress given the amount of time?
The battle
That's
starts in
exactly what I'm
5.
asking. So is it
4,
still your aim to go
3,
from 170 billion
2,
to 2 trillion?
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The ability of Doge to operate is a function of whether the government, and this includes the Congress, is willing to take our advice. We're not the dictators of the government, we are the advisors. And so we can advise. The progress we made thus far, I think, is incredible. Doge has done incredible work. But the magnitude of the savings is proportional proportionate to the
area
support
is
we get
yours
from
to
Congress
capture now.
and from the executive branch of government in general. So we're not the dictators, we are the advisors. But thus far, for advisors, the Doge team, to their credit, has made incredible progress.
You've talked about $4 billion a day being saved, but that won't get, which is, and I think everyone can agree that combating waste and inefficiency in government is a very good thing. But if you add that up, it's not going to get to $2 trillion over the lifetime of Doge.
I'm sorry.
The $4 billion a day, if Doge is going to run till next July, is not going to get you to $2 trillion. But you still say it's your aim, so we'll take that to
There's one Doge. I feel you're somewhat trapped in the NPC dialogue tree of a traditional journalist. So it's difficult when I'm conversing with someone who's trapped in the dialogue tree of a conventional journalist, because it's like talking to a computer. Doge is an advisory group. We are doing the best we can as an advisory group. The progress made thus far as an advisory group is excellent. I don't think any advisory group has done better in the history of advisory groups in the government. We do not make the laws, nor do we control the judiciary, nor do we control the executive branch. We are simply advisors. Because we are not some sort of imperial dictator of the government. There are three branches of the government
Your team's capture progress is past the
that are to some
halfway
degree
point.
opposed to that level of cost savings. Nevertheless, let's not criticize whether there's $4 trillion, and instead look at the fact that $160 billion has been saved, and more will be saved too.
And as I said, I think everyone could agree that cutting waste and indeed fraud in any government and being responsible with taxpayer money is a very good thing.
The last bit where Bill Gates, my favorite part of this whole thing. Also, he's going to talk about his future plans and how much money he would invest in candidates or in politics. Let's get it.
I do want to ask you about USA and the comments that Bill Gates made the other day, which I know that you called him. I know you said that already. I wondered, and I'm just.
Who does Bill Gates think he is to make comments about the world of children, given that he would be equivalent to Jeffrey Epstein?
Well, he said he regrets those, and he spent a lot of his own money on philanthropy around the world over the years. My question to you is, have you looked at the data to USAID might cost millions of lives? Feeling stronger already?
Yes. I'd like to show us any evidence whatsoever that is true or it's false. What we found with USAID cuts, and by the way, they haven't all been cut. The parts of USAID that we found to be even slightly useful were transferred to the State Department. So they've not been deleted, they've simply been transferred to the State Department. But many times over with USAID and other organizations, when they said, oh, well, this is going to help children, or it's going to help some disease eradication or something like that. And then when we ask for any evidence whatsoever, I say, well, please connect us with this group of children so we can talk to them and understand more about their issue. We get nothing. We don't even try to prevent come up with a show orphan, meaning like it's sort of like, well, can we at least see a few kids? Like, where are they? If they're in trouble, we'd like to talk to them and talk to their caregivers, and then we get nothing as a response.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
What we find is an enormous amount of fraud and graft.
Let me put this example
Very
to you.
little actually gets to the kids, if anything at all.
Okay, let me put this example to you because
This
you
deserves
grew up in
your
South
attention.
Africa, so you'll know the impact of HIV/AIDS. well, and this is why I asked about the data. The US led on international efforts to combat HIV, AIDS, treatment, prevention. There's an initiative called PEPFAR, which is credited with saving 26 million lives in the last 20 years. It was part of the foreign aid piece, and there was a limited waiver. Its services are disrupted, and UNAID says if permanently discontinued, there will be another 4 million AIDS-related deaths by 2029. If you look at that example, which is backed up by data, in 2023, 635 people died of AIDS-related illnesses, then perhaps Bill Gates' figures are not wrong. Millions of lives could be lost.
First of all, the program, the AIDS medication program is continuing. So your fundamental premise is wrong. It is continuing. Now, do you have another example?
Not in its
Since
entirety. Elon, not in its entirety.
It is false.
Not in its entirety. There's a limited waiver. All of the services that were previously funded by USAID are continuing. So that's why
Okay, well, which ones are
okay. Well, actually, they're all on the UNAID's website, so you'll be able to see them. But mostly they are to do with prevention. And for example, the rollout of a drug called lenacapavir, which was hailed as one of the biggest breakthroughs against AIDS for many years, which came out last year. So if you are, perhaps, I'm sure UNAID would be delighted if you're able to look at that again.
Yes, but this is true. I doubt it is. Then we'll fix it.
Okay, fine. So, finally, political insights. I wondered whether you had decided yet how much you're going to spend on the upcoming midterms. You spent a lot more money on the last US election than you envisaged when you were speaking here 3 years ago. Are you going to continue to spend at that kind of level on future elections?
This place seems
I
curious.
think
We need to capture this spot.
in terms of political spending, I'm going to do a lot less in the future.
And why is that?
That's better.
Is it because of blowback?
Well, if I see a reason to do political spending in the future, I will do it. I do not currently see a reason.
What about political influence beyond the US? How often do you speak to President Putin?
I don't speak to President Putin.
You've never spoken to President Putin?
He captured more than half of the
I was
mission
on a video call with him once about 5 years ago.
That's the only thing.
I speak to President Putin. Oh, you must. I get it. You believe the legacy.
Actually, I've heard you speak about it. For example, in your West Point speech, you said, "Oh, I challenged President Putin to was it an arm wrestle?" And I know the Wall Street Journal has reported conversations. If you're saying they haven't happened other than once, I'll take that straight.
Is there a worse publication on the face of the earth than the Wall Street Journal? I would use that term in line with my that newspaper is the worst newspaper in the world. If there's one newspaper that should be published, it's the one with Wall Street in the name. But it isn't. So I have the very lowest opinion of the Wall Street Journal. That's absolutely nonsense. And I clearly believe the tripe that you've read in those papers.
Yeah, he's done what he wanted to do. And he said this from the beginning. I remember when he first had Trump on X, they did an X Live thing, whatever it's called. And they had Trump and a bunch of other people, and there was a room, quote unquote, room on X, and they were talking. And this was one of the first interviews that he did with Trump. And when he said that he thought that this was the most important election in his lifetime, in American history for him, and that's why he wanted to go all in on Trump, and he was going to put money behind Trump, because he thought that if Trump didn't win this time, the woke left was just going to take over and we'd become multicultural England or something like that, like the UK. So he's been honest about this from the beginning, about this was the election that he was going to go in all in on. And like he said, if he sees a reason to do it in the future, Sure, but
The battle
let's assume
starts in
things are going to
5,
go right.
4,
Trump won.
3,
2028,
2,
we get,
1.
J.D. Vance for 8 years
All
or
you
something.
need to do is capture the mission area.
Why would he need to
Got
fund
it?
more? I'm sure he's going to be a donor of some sort. He's got some of the biggest companies in America. He's the richest man in America, but I don't think we'll see him
Another
again
unsuspecting
doing what he did
foe.
here, starting Doge and
This area
being
is
around the
ours.
president as much. There's no need. The work is done. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up button for your boy. Consider subscribing to the channel. Help it grow. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.
I am Asgard's might!
Fantastic!
This is real firepower! Rise, my friends!
I have shut down Rocket's amplifier.
I am strengthened.
Capture the mission area!
Be right back.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
You were under Reborn, goodbye for now.
I can heal you. Come to me.
I have spotted an enemy.
This area is ours for the taking.
Turn up your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
I have spotted an enemy. Hey, Dee!
I am ready to put on a show! You're not going anywhere.
Your face is sealed.
Double KO! They've almost got it!
Tremble before fast! Real firepower! Asgard's might!
Feeling stronger already.
Watch your back.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Fantastic!
Well, you can't expect to win them all. Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world. But it does help. I've watched entire realities consumed by chaos. I won't let that happen again.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Reed, you do have a plan to stop Victor, don't you, darling?
Would you still love me if I said, not yet?
Of course. But I would also be extremely concerned.
As would I, my dear. As would I.
battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
When will these madmen learn that reality isn't their playground?
Hostile ahead. Under my Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Arm is gone. Chin up. Capture the mission area.
I won't be right back. Be right back.
An Ankh. It must belong to Moon Knight.
Ah, that's better.
Spider scanner's located
We've been
in
discovered.
Watch your back.
A little help. The arm has been removed from the
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. All eyes over here.
Goodbye.
I've got the control seat.
Be proud of what you did here.
A mystical token.
Chaos control.
Be right back.
The moon haunts you!
Enemies on the way. Problem solved!
You can always count on me. Ah, that's better. Your fate is sealed. A disappearing.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. Chaos control.
Pulse charge! Fire! Enemies on
Stronger
approach.
already.
Your powers are mine!
Seigneury is almost yours.
Pure chaos!
Anyone willing to help? I got you covered.
Double KO.
Chaos always prevails.
Chaos control.
I've watched entire realities consumed by chaos. I won't let that happen again.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Ancient spirits guide me.
I've always admired your work, Mr. Stark.
Well, thanks, kid. Good to know my tech.
You don't have to be a witch to find.
I will bring.
Pretty serious advancements since
I
then.
was born to
Yeah, okay,
change
you know what? How
humanity
about we
for the
focus on the
better.
mission instead of...
I will bring peace to this universe, no matter the cost.
You don't have to be a. I've watched entire
battle starts in
realities
5,
consumed by
4,
chaos. I won't
3,
let that happen
2,
again.
one. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I cannot let Doom do any more damage to Love of Life and Destiny.
This is it.
You were under my spell. Now, a disappearing.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Sorry to ruin your fun, Punch. Reborn from the chaos.
They captured the mission area.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Ah, that's better. The force has found us.
Ancient Egyptian artifact!
No, you were under my spell.
Spider mode.
The moon haunts you!
Double KO. That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
Feeling stronger already.
A little help, please.
Well, who's next?
I'm sorry. You
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Be right back.
Problem solved! Ha! Ha ha! Pulse charge, fire! Nobody can hang with the pulse
That
cannon.
amplifier should be useless now. That did the trick. You're not ready.
It's yours.
Ah, that's better.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Shields up. Double KO.
Now, a disappearing act.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
You're not going anywhere.
It's gone now.
Another epic victory. Big win. Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help. Magneto raised me to never stop fighting for what I believe is right.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Did I ever tell you that I read, like, all of your comics when I was a kid, Cat?
It's nice to know that even in my absence, I helped inspire the next generation of heroes.
Yeah, they were my grandpa's. He thought you were the bee's knees.
Or the next...
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Oh, they do not look happy.
Now, a disappearing head. Feeling stronger already.
Sorry, soldier.
Chaos control! The mission area is yours to capture now. Double KO! That's 3!
Stand up against a full-strength Scarlet Witch.
You need to teach me that spell, Stephen.
The mission area is yours!
Not handle the power.
Chaos control! Feeling stronger already.
Enemy in front of us.
You are under my spell.
That way more than I should.
Now, a disappearing head.
Control lost!
Healing power.
Ha! Much better.
My work. Be right there.
Come to me for healing, friend. Healing. All right!
Us against the world!
You're not going anywhere. Ah, that's
Never miss. Quantum magic.
Good medicine.
I require some aid.
my work here is now. A
Your team's capture progress
Amazing
is past the halfway
Spider-Man!
point.
Goodbye. For now. Be right back.
I'm Moon Knight.
They've almost got it!
Don't mind me!
Chaos control! You can always count on me. Your Punisher has set up a...
Crap! I destroyed the turret! Now I can't
I am
steal
the
it!
beast that has
Keep fighting until you have a winner.
Got one! Can't believe it.
than half of the
Judge,
mission area.
jury, executioner! Enjoy the amplifier!
Will's gone? That's swell. Guess it
We're so lost. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I've made my share of mistakes, but I am fighting every day to make amends.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
"30 seconds before you attack. Get ready."
Even the astral realms are torn apart by the time stream entanglement.
Who better to put them back together than you and me?
I like your optimism.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
After all this time, it's nice to finally have some help saving the universe.
Oh, they do not look happy.
You were under my spell!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
This was inevitable.
Patch you up.
The mission area is yours.
We have prevailed.
Now that
Our enemies are near.
I'll patch you up.
Feeling stronger already.
Never miss.
A man named Castle becomes a current.
Sorry, you chose the wrong side.
Another one.
I unleash the Vishanti's power.
See? I'm flying. Here they come.
Goodbye.
Control seized. You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Don't mind me. Hey, team.
Ah, that's better. Well, who's next?
I'll patch you up.
Leave them to consume.
Goodbye.
The area's almost yours.
Your fate is sealed. my share of mistakes, but I am fighting every day to make amends.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I visited hundreds of moons. How come they don't all have their own personal nights?
Don't know, don't care. One moon is more than enough for me.
Well, you're missing a huge opportunity, dude. Have you ever thought about franchising?
Don't give Khonshu any ideas.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I'm Mark Spector. I'm Stephen Grant. I'm Jake Lockley. And we are Moon Knight.
Oh boy, here they come!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
That's right. Everything is mine.
Leave them to Khonshu!
May Khonshu show you. Simply magical.
Our enemies are here.
Feeling stronger already.
Us against the world.
Under my spell. We must hold our ground. Goodbye.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Goodbye.
Destroy the Punisher's turret.
Hey, Snowboy! How much for the turret?
Ancient secret revealed. Now, a disappearing.
The area's almost yours.
So it begins.
Judge! Jury! Execution!
My greatest hits!
Sorry to ruin your fun, Khonshu.
Another epic victory. Big win. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world. But it does help. trying to bring
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Hey, Thor, let me see the hammer.
No.
I just want to see if it'll charge up my gun. Come on, I'll give it back.
No.
Come on!
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Broken dagger, popping in.
Avengers Tower beckons me once more. The sun shall rise again on this fair city. So swears Thor.
Feeling stronger already. Goodbye. Now, a disappearing. Simply magical. You are under my spell.
Avengers Tower beckons me once more.
I hope you can forgive me someday, Father.
Double KO. You're halfway there. Keep going.
You are under my spell.
Easily wounded.
Ah, that's better.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Query. If the Montesi formula eliminates vampires, why are our allies...
Us against the world!
I once decimated an entire species with an act of magic. I understand their
The vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
This is real firepower!
My vigor
I won't make the
returns.
same mistakes again. Goodbye.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Reborn from the chaos.
Tandy needs help. I have found more lost souls.
Ah, that's better.
You will complete your objective.
I am vulnerable.
Take a look behind you.
Now, my friend.
Reborn
Us
from
against the
chaos.
world.
The citadel of Midgard's heroes awaits us. Goodbye.
Ready to fight.
Our adversaries gather. Behold the god of thunder!
My work here is now a disappearing act. Feeling stronger already. This spot gives me a strange feeling.
reflected sunlight. Fascinating, isn't it?
Why not you're a brilliant robot? Especially Kachu.
And so it begins. Ah, that's better. Under my spell. Tanny was only right there.
Get that vehicle moving again!
Leave them to
Us against the world!
Easily wounded.
Stay close. I have never felt it. Ah, that's better.
They are upon you. Beware.
Chaos control.
Surely Ragnarok is next.
A disappearing act.
You're not only 60 seconds left.
I am Asgard's might. This is real firepower.
You're not going anywhere. Down to 30 seconds.
Time is not on our side.
Get that vehicle moving again.
I think in stronger.
The final 10 seconds.
My fate goodbye for now.
Us against.
Well, you can't expect to win them all. The right heroes could make all the difference.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help. Chaos surrounds us, but I would gladly show it who is in control.
My
Goodbye.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Wanda, you look different. Is it really you?
Some days, Tony, I am not even sure anymore. I have been lost between realities for so long.
Well, you're not lost anymore. You'll always have a place with us, in any universe.
Then we should probably make
The
sure
battle
any
starts
of them
in 5,
still exist
4,
when this is all over.
3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Some people are natural heroes. I'm a natural joker who's occasionally.
So it begins. Goodbye. for now.
I have located one of our opponents.
Ah, that's better. That did the trick.
Double KO!
The cosmos heals you. My cosmic might returns.
Be right back. Goodbye for now.
I'm hulking out!
Chaos control!
Stark always has to show
Ah,
off.
that's better.
It's like his brand.
This place is curious. Keep an eye here.
You're not going anywhere!
That did the trick.
I am at your service.
Under my spell. And so it begins. Feeling stronger already. Now, a disappearance.
Maximum pulse!
Quantum magic.
Born again!
My turn. You better get a look behind you. Second chance is over.
Feeling stronger already.
You're welcome. Hey, T! Enjoy the amplifier! I don't think that's the welcoming committee. My
A disappearance. My work.
Only 60 seconds left!
Be ready for counterattacks. They're not going to quit. I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
You're not going anywhere! You need to stop that vehicle! Better stop that vehicle!
I want now a disappearing act.
here. Pay up. I require some aid. Your powers are mine!
Maximum pulse!
Goodbye.
Stop them!
I am much better now.
Hey, T! Enjoy
did the trick.
They got the drop on you!
I need healing.
Yay, team!
Goodbye. For now.
Enemies on approach. Heads up, we got an arc.
I'm
Charge! Fire!
Born again!
You're not going anywhere. Chaos always prevails.
Maximum pulse!
Only 60 seconds left.
I'm hulking out! The moon haunts you!
Rise, my friend!
Down to 30
Tremble before fast! Not much time for this.
Second chance is over. Cosmic might recur.
My work here is not done.
The final 10 seconds. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Better stop that vehicle.
Pulse charge! Fire!
Born again!
I'm hulking out!
We are in this together.
My fate isn't sealed yet. Now, a disappearing act.
Another epic victory. Big win. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world. But it does help. Chaos surrounds us. I will gladly show who's in control.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I try to do the right thing, but somehow people always take it the wrong way.
I know exactly how you feel.
I mean, it's not my fault an Egyptian god whispers in my brain and tells me who deserves his righteous vengeance.
Okay, so maybe
The
not
battle starts
exact-
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
That's what happens.
Goodbye.
That did the trick. Invisible? Double KO! Clearly you needed some help. That's 3! Sorcerer Supreme! Just what I need. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Now, a disappearing.
Maximum pulse!
You're not going anywhere!
Now, a disappearing.
They're ahead of us.
Get that vehicle moving again!
Fancy Egyptian thing.
Anyone willing to help? We will gladly aid you.
Now, a disappearing.
I am ready to put on a show!
Feeling stronger on
The moon haunts you!
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Used to being strong, we shall guide you.
There! Turn back now!
I'm bright like a star.
Just getting kind of worried there.
goodbye for now.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Leave them to Khonshu!
Not exactly a character. Park, but it'll have to
I've
do.
heard dried squid
Pick
is a
up your
tasty
poison.
treat.
I am strengthened for battle.
Now, a disappearing act.
I've got you covered.
The moon!
Just what I need.
That's it! We are undefeatable!
Stay close.
Well, who's next?
Gross. What are these things, Namor?
Feeling stronger already.
Chaos control! Just so close! This is your big chance!
Andy needs help.
Double KO!
I have reached the Vishanti's power.
Feeling fantastic.
I am strengthened for battle.
Reborn from the chaos. Goodbye for now.
Get that vehicle moving again!
A little
You
help,
are
under
please.
my spell.
Shields up!
Bright like a star.
Stay close.
Maximum pulse!
Another epic victory! Big win! The right heroes could make all the difference.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help. There is no reason to be afraid of my magic.
Cheer up, little one.
Unless you give
They'll
me...
be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Those threads, they connect realities?
Yeah, we call it the web of life and destiny. Pretty cool, right?
Amazing. It's a relief to know I haven't been doing all the work myself.
We spiders may not get a lot of credit, but we're always here to help.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
It took us a long time to learn that our powers are related.
Now, a disappearing.
You are restored. Feeling fantastic.
Destroy these ops as soon as you
Some assistance, please.
My work. Be right there.
Not so fast, friend. You nuts.
That's better.
I've located an enemy.
Goodbye. For me.
This is just one of your tricks, right, Loki?
Now, a disappearing.
Here comes trouble. We're outnumbered. Well, let's
The
on to
more
work
that
and
gets
off
in
this
there.
go.
I am a true team player.
Now, a
Not let them
disappearing.
claim this site.
against the world.
Andy needs help.
Co-op time.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Spider mode.
Pay for this.
This is just one of your tricks, right, Loki?
I've spotted one of our adversaries.
An object of great mystic power.
My work here is not goodbye. For me.
Ha! Get in there.
You know what to do, spiders?
I've spotted
Destroy
one of
that
our
on.
adversaries. Bring on the
Us against the world.
You've been discovered.
Like that.
My work here. Be right there.
Healing power. They can't be allowed to seize control.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Reborn. Be right back.
Better stop that vehicle.
Some assistance radiating supernatural energy.
my friends!
Just what I needed.
Quantum magic.
This is just one of your tricks, right, Leslie?
This artifact is quite
They
powerful.
made it halfway! Stop them!
Second chance is over. Quantum magic.
Better stop that vehicle!
That really helped.
Behind us. So
Co-op time! Us against the world!
Simply magical.
you have my full support.
The cosmos here.
The foe is here.
Some sort of ancient art?
Under my spell.
Double KO!
Disappearing.
Ready to
You stop them in their tracks!
Feeling stronger already.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind.
Sorry to ruin your fun. Time has come.
Silly duck.
A disappearing. Now, a disappearing act.
Guys like this.
Feeling stronger already.
You stop them in their tracks!
Some sort of
This should
ancient
help me
art?
heal.
Well, let's on to work.
Double KO!
Here's a spot to do some real damage.
The moon haunts you!
Under my spell.
Double KO!
Team player.
False now, a disappearing act.
Chaos control! You stop them in their tracks!
This should help me heal. Now, a disappearing act.
Fire mode!
As always.
Ah, that's better. Goodbye.
Only 60 seconds left!
Bring on the
Disappear! Shields up!
Spider scanner's located an op.
Goodbye for now.
System error.
Penny, you fools,
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
stronger already.
I'm Moon Knight, I think.
Goodbye for now.
Better stop that vehicle.
So it begins.
I still need you. Your dog is suffering.
That's it.
Disappear.
Feeling strong.
Stop them.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Only 60 seconds left.
Leave them to Khonshu! Rise, my friend!
Down to 30 seconds. Don't give them another inch. Or else.
I still need you.
My fate is now a disappearing act.
The final 10 seconds.
You're quite welcome.
You are under my spell.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. You're not going anywhere.
Goodbye.
Disappear!
That's it. May Khonshu show you Be right back. You are under my spell.
Another epic victory! Big win! You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help.
Escape pod ready. Opening escape capsule.
Final Reckoning is a triumphant return to
I
form
may
for
be
the Mission
powered by
Impossible
chaos.
franchise.
30
A
seconds
superbly
before you
written
attack.
and brilliantly
Get ready.
directed action thriller with some of the best storytelling I've ever seen, and a
you
glorious
actually made
send-off
out
for
of
one of the
orange
most
rocks?
beloved action heroes in Hollywood history.
That is what I wish I could be telling you right now, but unfortunately, that would be a lie. The unpleasant truth here is that Final Reckoning is a real mess of a movie, with a bloated and fragmented storyline that tries to juggle way too many plot devices, weighed down by stodgy exposition dumps that go on forever and mostly reiterate stuff that we already know, and featuring some of the most confusing and nonsensical editing choices in the whole franchise. And it's such a frustrating disappointment because most of this film's problems are self-inflicted and could have been easily avoided. Now, I know it's just open, so I'm going to do my best to avoid spoilers with this one. I'll give a brief outline of the plot, but I'm not going to tell you where it's all leading or how it ends. But if you really don't want to know anything that happens in this story, then look away now or something. You have been warned. So the movie opens a few months after the events of Dead Reckoning. The AI known as the Entity is now wreaking havoc across the world, spreading disinformation and stoking conflicts and civil unrest. Even worse, it's trying to hack its way into the defense systems of all the world's major powers to take control of their nuclear arsenals and start World War III. Why? Don't know. It just wants to blow up the world because it's evil, I guess.
Really?
The only chance of stopping it now lies with Ethan Hunt, who's managed to obtain the key to the plot device locked away inside the nuclear sub from Dead Reckoning. The only problem is that Gabriel wants the plot device for himself so that he can take control of the Entity, so he captures Ethan and forces him to retrieve it. On the other hand, the Entity wants access to another plot device where it can lock itself away and ride out the coming nuclear apocalypse. And I guess just spend the rest of eternity chilling out in a bunker. I don't fucking know. Meanwhile, Luther is working on another plot device that will infect the Entity with a virus and stop it from launching the nukes, but he needs the plot device from the sub to make it work. So the plan is for Ethan to find the sub, retrieve the sunken plot device and combine it with Luther's plot device to poison the Entity and drive it into the other plot device where they can trap it inside yet another plot device that Luther also constructed, but only if they disconnect it at the exact millisecond that it goes in. So if you're spotting a theme here, then congratulations, because it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that this script consists of about 80% contrived plot devices that pop up whenever they're needed. And that's not even counting the stuff that's just blatantly retconned from previous movies. Like, nobody is believing that the rabbit spook from Mission Impossible 3 was a fucking AI. There's just so much that it actually becomes hard to keep track of after a while. And of course, I think the writers realised this too, because every 10 minutes or so, all the major characters gather around for another big exposition dump where they basically explain everything that's going on and everything that each person has to do to make their plan work. It's clunky and annoying, it kills the pace, and it's one of the reasons why this movie is close to 3 hours long. And damn man, you definitely feel it after a while. The Entity itself is a weak as fuck idea for a villain. Its motivations and ultimate plan are poorly defined. There's no explanation for what it intends to do if it actually wins. And there's like one scene where it communicates directly with Ethan, but then it just becomes this vague threat in the background that's supposedly super intelligent, but somehow everyone can predict what it's gonna do. And I can't shake the feeling that it was originally gonna have much more of a presence in the movie, but they rewrote the script after Dead Reckoning flopped. Instead, Gabriel becomes the main antagonist, and well, there's just not much I can say about the guy. He's a generic, mustache-twirling supervillain who wants to take over the world, the kind of guy you've seen a million times before. He's somehow able to throw around 30 megaton nuclear weapons like they're the kind of things you can pick up at a hunting store, but he also thinks that he can get clear of the blast within like 15 minutes. Yeah, good luck with that one, buddy. The editing is also fucking baffling. The first 15 minutes of this weird, non-chronological mess of exposition and like 3 different infiltration missions happening at the same time that feels like they tried to speedrun a much longer segment by just jamming it all together. It's weird and annoying, and it makes you question when the actual storyline is going to kick in. There's a big cast of characters in Ethan's team now, but the script doesn't seem to know what to do with most of them. Benji gets sidelined for a lot of the film, and Paris is just kind of there. Like, she's got a major beef with Gabriel because he shoved a knife into her gut, and I assumed it was leading somewhere, except that it doesn't. I mean, on the plus side, Haley Atwell is always a pleasure to see on screen, so that's something at least. If I could say anything positive about the movie, the action scenes and the stunts are still pretty impressive, and they clearly threw everything they had at this one. There's a pretty inventive set piece inside the submarine as it rolls around on the seafloor, and the final fight aboard a plane is visually cool, even if it doesn't make much sense to the story. Tom Cruise is wearing well at 60, and he knows it, which is why he's shirtless in the place now. Like maybe this would have been a good time to acknowledge that he's getting older and slowing down a little, but nope, he's just doing his thing like it's still 2002. Not really sure why the plot tried to build up Ethan as some kind of quasi-messiah figure who's destined to save humanity either, whether it was Tom Cruise's ego or just a misjudged script, but either way, it feels weird and self-aggrandizing. Maybe the biggest issue for me though is that there's no real sense of closure or finality to this one, despite the name. It's been built up as the final movie in the franchise, but there's really no definitive ending to it. It's really just treated like business as usual, just another adventure, and there's nothing to suggest they won't roll out another movie in a few years. But if Final Reckoning is anything to go by, I don't know, man, maybe they should quit while they're ahead. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. This review will self-destruct after 10 seconds. Go away now.
Let's hope this is the stuff.
You're halfway there. Keep going. Just embrace the light.
I'll patch you up.
A little help, please. Now, disappearing.
Get that diesel moving again.
Never miss. You're welcome.
My bed!
This is real firepower!
He was fine like this. Still, I'm trying to help.
I'll patch you up.
Stronger already. Chaos! Get that diesel moving again. Or a down.
Hey, Teeny! Enjoy the amplifier!
Null is the end of everything.
Only 60
Your
seconds
powers
left.
are mine! This is real firepower!
I'll carry on our orbit. Coming from behind.
Feeling stronger already.
I'm just dying.
Without Reed, we've got problems.
I'll patch you up.
Down to 30 seconds. So cold. You're not going anywhere.
This is real firepower!
The final 10 seconds.
Beholds the god of thunder!
You'll have to keep fighting until you have a winner.
Problem solved!
Look up behind you. Get ready. Here come the bad guys. Double KO. Almost there. Don't turn around now. Well, you can't expect to win